Yeah, what's going on, everybody? So this video right here is not to bash Nintendo or whatnot. Even though I done had my problems with Nintendo over the recent years due to their shady business practices, or whatever you want to call it, with their short demand. Is it Nintendo to blame, or is it the consumer? Nintendo is a household name since the 80s. Anything starts with an N is exceptional. Nike, Nintendo, Nissan. So, well, that's beyond the point. But anyways, uh, the release of the new Metroid game on 3DS, and I saw a few videos when people say that Nintendo is locking fusion mode, like the hardest mode of the game, behind an amiibo. So in order for you to get that harder difficulty level, you have to purchase an amiibo, and they show like the amiibo at GameStop for $30. I don't know if it's gonna come separate, but you need the Metroid, not the Samus, but the Metroid amiibo, and I don't know if that's gonna come separate for $12.99 plus tax. But basically, all this is paid DLC. And Nintendo isn't to blame, because this is one reason why I don't really game the way I used to, because of DLC. I'm not mad at the game developers, the game publishers, for doing this, because just like anybody, more money is better than no money. I mean, they're selling their games for $60. Pretty sure is in the individual cuts between that $60, and look how much it costs to make a game. It's in the millions. Some games are worth it, some games are not. Like Nintendo first party support, worth it. Sony first party exclusives, worth it. Some AAA titles, they're just not worth it. But all this DLC is announced before the game is even announced. Like Injustice 2, they were showing the character packs before the game was even released. Is that stuff they could already include in the game? And like a person such as myself, when I see those extra characters and see that the roster that they already have, I'm going to be interested. I'm going to want that. I'm going to want more characters. And I'm saying to myself, well, damn, did they have enough time to put this in the game? Could they put it in the game? Or is it just a scheme to get more money out of the consumer? So as long as people keep buying, purchasing DLC, they're going to keep doing it. I'm not mad at the people that's buying it. I'm not going to bash those people, because that's the only reason this DLC is continuing, because the people is continue to purchase it. They're supporting it. I'm not doing it. One reason why, because when DLC gets released a year and a half later, they're releasing that same DLC along with the game for a lower price. Injustice, $60. A year later, Injustice Ultimate Edition, $39.99. So that's just like a slap in the face for the people who bought it on release date, early buyers. That's why I wait. And Nintendo, they was stuck in the past. They really wasn't doing that. You see the DLC Nintendo was releasing, like with Mario Kart, Super Mario Brothers, U, like the Luigi U, and it's Nintendo's not to blame. Like I told myself I was gonna get the Samus Returns with 3DS, and hearing this news, like I'm interested to play the fusion mode, But I'm not interested in buying an amiibo just for that. Some people say if it was paid DLC on the eShop, on Nintendo eShop, it would be a different story. But making people go out and buy a figurine just for an NFC chip that they have no interest in, but who's to blame? Nintendo's just following suit to Sony and Microsoft and all these other game developers. So you can't blame Nintendo. I'm not going to bash Nintendo for that. The only thing I'm going to bash Nintendo for is creating short supply for high demand. But like I say, you can't really blame Nintendo for that. The consumer, the hype. Because most people that buy Nintendo products only have one thing in mind, is to make a profit out of it. They're not buying it just for sole entertainment purposes for themselves. They're buying it so they can make a quick fucking dollar. But I'm not mad one bit about this. If I don't get a chance to buy an amiibo to play Fusion Mode and Samus Returns, then fucking so be it. I just watch a YouTube video. I hardly play my games on the hardest difficulty anyway. I always play it on normal. I play it for the story. Sometimes the story is hard enough for me. That's what she said. But yeah, so Nintendo's just following suit, man. So don't blame Nintendo. They could have did it a little bit different, but they just getting with the times. So you can't blame them. So I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I'm not a Sony fanboy. I'm not a Microsoft fanboy. I mean, I love video games. But with this DLC bull crap, I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So see how it goes. If they're gonna make a separate sell a separate amiibo for $12.99, or if the bundle for 30, I'm not spending $30. Hell, I don't know. But when the game comes out, I'll probably do an unboxing, a review about it. If I so happen to get the amiibo, if I just bite the bullet and give in, then that's what it is. But let me know what y'all think about DLC and what Nintendo is doing. Are you a fan of DLC? Are you the ones who buying DLC? Are you the ones who standing against it like me, who don't really cares about it? Just post your comments down below. Let's have a discussion, y'all. And hit that subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. Hit that like button if you like my video. And until the next time, catch y'all later.